Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Expect More Academy. I am Beverly Vaughn, your wake up artist, your redevelopment catalyst, which are the titles that I utilize in my business, Awakening Initiatives, Beverly Vaughn Coaching. Welcome to you. I have some good stuff in store for you tonight. If you would do me a favor and share this, if you would share, please, so that others can take part and partake in what we're going to talk about tonight in Expect More Academy. I heard from one of my mentors that her son says all the time is friends don't let friends live broke is basically what he says. I want to say friends don't let friends miss information that can shift their lives, that is at their fingertips, that is easily shared. So I encourage you to share this so that others can absolutely glean from what you're gleaning from. One of the things that I am absolutely dedicated to is to help as many people as I can shift their lives, up level, climb, live better, do the things that they want to do in their hearts and in their spirits, things that they know they're destined to do. All of us have something internally that lets us know that we are meant for more. There's no way you can be a person. That's how I'm going to put it. Made in the image of God and not realize that you are meant for more. And my goal, my motive as a coach, mentor, consultant, as an evangelist, as a Christian evangelist, is to help you get to the places in your life that you are supposed to be, that you are ordained to be, that you are destined to be, and to do it quickly, without delay. One of the reasons why people hire coaches, mentors, consultants, work with people is because they found someone who knows something that they don't about what they want to accomplish or what they want to do. It's as simple as that. And so that's what Expect More Academy is all about. It is to build your expectation level so that you can build your opportunity lists that are obviously there. Opportunity knocks every single day. Every day there is opportunity at your door. Now, what you do with it is the key. What you do with the opportunities that you have is what I want to talk about, because I want to raise your expectation level so that you can start to see some things that you don't normally see in your everyday life, so that you can start to experience change in the way that you absolutely want to experience change. So that's why we are here. And I want to start talking about, why do we have expectations? Why do we even have expectations? Why do we have them? Expectations motivate us. Expectations excite us and forces us to push ourselves to grow. Expectations are a great thing for us to cultivate, to develop, because again, they help us, they push us forward, they push us to grow internally, that it shows externally. Managing expectations is not always going to be easy. And so, since there are good and bad sides to having them, it's a good idea to become clear and to identify where you need to raise your expectations, and then commit to doing what comes before you, what it brings you. We should always remember that certain things might be in our control, while many things are not. There are certain things that are in our control. And your behavior, this is stuff I used to teach my kids. You may not be able to control a whole lot of what's going on around you, what's happening around you, peer pressure, all that stuff. But you can absolutely control your behavior, how you respond to the stimuli, how you respond to what is pushing you, where it's pushing you. You are in control of your behavior. You are in control of your expectation levels. Notice I said levels. You're in control of your expectation levels. Expectation influences perception. Expectation influences perception. Neuroscientists find brain activity patterns that encode our beliefs and affect how we interpret the world around us, set us up for our expectation levels. For years, research has shown that our perception of the world is influenced directly by our expectations. I'm going to say that again because that was very good. Research has shown us that our perception of the world is influenced directly by our expectations. I kind of feel like tonight I want to drop some nuggets. I feel like I just want to drop some nuggets. My coaching group TAGS, which stands for Talents, Abilities, Gifts, and Skills, a phrase that I first heard from one of my mentors, Marshawn Evans Daniels, years ago. TAGS. It might even be trademarked. She might even have trademarked that. Talents, Abilities, Gifts, and Skills. My talents, my TAGS self-development group, coaching group. It's group coaching. I'm really learning that as we go, a lot of what we do in changing our mindset, a lot of what we learn, it's about changing our default systems. There are some things that you default to because of past experiences, because of how you were raised, because of the influence that others had on you, the influence that maybe your job, maybe others have had on you, develops a default system. You default to some things. You shut down on some things because it's not in your sphere of knowledge, your realm of what you're comfortable with, what you are, what you have experienced. You got to enlarge that default system. You've got to change it. And that's what my TAGS group is about. That's what my coaching business is about. That's what everything that I do is about, changing your default systems that have kept you in a place of low expectation, that have kept you in a place of low self-esteem. And I don't mean depressed and I just think so bad of myself. I'm talking about there are things that you are absolutely meant to do, that you are capable of doing, that are assigned to you, that you have yet to accomplish because of that default setting, that programming that has happened by someone else. I'm reminded right here of a story that I heard in one of the training sessions one of the hundreds that I have attended. I believe it was from Mind Valley. I can't think of who said it, but he talked about growing up as a teenager, growing up as a teenager and riding in the car with his grandfather. This was back when Microsoft was the thing. It was the ticket. And, he was riding with his grandfather, and his grandfather, what's his name? Bill Gates was coming to their area, to their region. And Bill Gates he's amazing. He still is, actually, to me. But he was in the area and he was going to do some hiring. and he was talking about his business and all, and his grandfather was listening to him, and he said to him, listen, if you want to do great things and you want to be great, you need to get into computers like Bill Gates. You need to get into software and things like that so that you can be great and you can accomplish and you can make a lot of money and you can do all those things. And that stuck with him. So what did he do? Based on his grandfather's influence, he went into that field. He went into engineering, and over the years, after getting his degree and doing good in school and all of that, he got a job working for Microsoft. And he realized, wait a minute, this is not my dream. I don't even like this. This is not what I like to do. I like acting. I like communications. I like art. I like that kind of thing. What am I doing here? And so with his great job, making all the great money with Microsoft, he knew that he didn't want to quit because that would bring kind of like that would bring him into thinking that he failed his grandfather. So he decided to do things to get himself fired. Both of them, to me. I mean, come on. That's the same thing. But he decided to get himself fired. While it seemed like it was the worst thing that could ever happen, it was actually the best thing that ever happened to him, because then he went into the field that he really wanted to be in. And he is premier. He is top of the industry today. I cannot remember his name. It's an Indian name. I can't remember what it is, but in his industry, in the field that he is in, that he loves, he is in the top 1% of income earners in that field. So you can be influenced by and be living someone else's expectation. It's time for you to do a critique of where you are, what you're doing. You spend 40 hours a week working on a job that you don't like. When do you make a decision to change that? To actually start getting yourself in permission, position, permission too, but in position to do the things that you really want to do. Sometimes you just need an outside influence. You need an outside, coaching, mentor. Coaches are wonderful. Mentors are wonderful people for you to connect with, because in your industry, in your field, when you get with someone who has already done what you want to do, who is already where you want to be, who is already earning what you want to earn, that's the best place that you can be. So raising your expectation level will raise your thinking level, even about yourself and about what you can accomplish and about what you can do, and change your default settings. Outcomes, when you change your expectation level, outcomes that you once believed were impossible for you to accomplish will actually become easy for you to achieve when your expectations are raised and set to a different frequency. I said something really good right there. With anything that you do, motivation is a fundamental element. High expectations motivates you to action. Taking action is the thing that can push you forward or stop your movement. People. Oh God, so many people follow me. Oh God, so many people listen to me, listen to my lives, follow my statuses, follow me on all of my social media platforms. Really get motivated, get excited, get that push, that internal thing that lifts them by listening to me, that lifts them and causes them to believe in the possibilities that are before them, causes them to believe in themselves. So many people, and then they declare, I need you. I'm going to get with you. I can't wait. Then they leave the live, leave the status, leave the comment, and take no real action, and end up 2 years later still in the same place. I need you. I'm going to come. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to do this. I'm doing this right now. I'm doing that right now. Not realizing that what you're doing right now, if you are not in the place where you desire to be. What you are doing is not working. What you have been doing, I don't care how many degrees you have, I don't care how many courses you've taken. If you're still not in the place where you want to be in life, something is missing. A system, a program, a mindset, something is missing. And a coach, me, I can help you fix what's broken, fix what needs to be redeveloped, change, wake up artist, what needs to be awakened in you. You've got to take action. You've got to commit to taking action and then do it. It's just that simple. People want this big grand scheme, this big idea. What do I need to do? How do I need to do? Just take action. Just do it. If your purpose to book a strategy session, just do it. What are you waiting for? And I refuse to believe people, I don't even believe people anymore who say, I don't have it. I can't afford it. I can't do it right now. I don't even believe that anymore because I've watched over the years statuses, the same people. Oh, I can't do it. I don't have it right now, but I will. I'm going to save. I'm going to do it. Or go to these different conventions and retreats and conferences and things like that. It takes a flight, it takes hotel, it takes paying for food, it takes doing all of this stuff, leave, and then next year don't even remember what took place at the meeting. Come on. I needed to buy a gown for this occasion. So I'm going to this. So I got to get a gown. You find what you need to do that kind of stuff, but you can't find what you need to invest in yourself. That just means your expectation level needs to be raised. That means your mindset needs to be shifted. That means you need to shift somewhere in your thinking. Really growing and climbing in whatever you do requires tight integration between learning and implementing, between hearing and taking action, tight integration between what you learn and then implementing it in your day-to-day life. Oh God, what you decide on right now, if you've made the decision, do it right now. If you say, okay, I'm going to go into your tags group, get your card, get the information that's been already sent to you. If you've been invited, do it now. It's rocking. If you have purpose to do a strategy session, get your card, book it now. Don't wait another minute. Inbox me. I need to do a little something different right now. Inbox me, but don't delay because your expectation right now is high, is good, it's on blast. You need to move while it's there because if you don't, I promise you, you won't. I'm going to say that again. If you don't move, when you feel the inclination, when you feel the churning, when you feel the raising up on the inside of you, if you don't do it then, you won't. Probably, I won't say 100%, but probably you won't do it. You won't do it. And then next year it'll be, wow, I was supposed to do this last year. I was supposed to connect with you. And people like to use, let me throw this out there. People like to use God's timing. It just isn't God's timing. The devil is a liar. Okay. The devil is a liar. One that I used to hear all the time in ministry. Now, mind you, I'm ministering internationally. I'm ministering all over the world. I'm ministering domestically all over the country. And I'm hearing from certain people, well, I'm going to get you, and just be patient, be patient. Remember, the Bible says your gift will make room for you. My gift made room for me. And it just hasn't made room for you. My gift is out there. You just are in a place where you can't embrace the gift that is right in front of you. I'm saying to you, when you don't do it right away, all kinds of stuff will come in your thinking, in your head, to persuade you not to. If you leave this live right here, right now, with a decision that you're going to do this, that, or the other, do it. Because 9 out of 10, if you don't do it, you won't do it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Come on here. I want to throw this nugget out to you. Also, overwhelm is what I want to talk about, but I want to throw this nugget out to you. Overwhelm or underwhelm, depending on your knowledge, your prior engaging with me for real. There could be times when you will daze out. There are times when you might feel overwhelmed. Just trust the process. You might feel overwhelmed, listen, with the investment that is required. You might feel overwhelmed, but I promise you, as you work in what you're working in, as we work together, I promise you, you will find that it really is not that high an investment for what you get. It really isn't. It's not enough of an investment, honestly. But I digress. I want to say that. I just want to throw that in there to you. Trust the process. Just trust the process. Low motivation is something that you will also deal with. Motivation goes through ebbs and flows. This often happens for those who have not yet applied what you have learned. If you've learned something, if you've gotten insight, if you've gotten nuggets and things like that that have actually blessed you and helped you, and you have not implemented them, you will go through ebbs and flows of motivation to do it, motivation not to do it. Motivation to apply it, motivation not to apply it, because that's just the way we are. But I tell you, that is one of the things, not taking the action, moving on what you need to move on. That's one of the things that makes you feel like you don't see results. You aren't getting the results that you actually want. It's because you aren't implementing. People often say knowledge is power. I disagree 100%. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. So you have to learn to apply what you learn immediately. Learn to apply those nuggets right away. Don't wait. Don't delay. Do it right away. That will raise, when you start to see things moving, that will raise your expectation level. You will notice the difference between getting things done, getting results, and not getting results. You'll notice that when you doubt and you don't see immediate results and you begin to doubt, then you fall into resistance. And resistance is normal and it is expected. But you must trust the process. Don't let resistance delay you. Don't let resistance stop you. Overcome resistance. Overcome it. Push through the resistance. I promise you, I guarantee you, I've lived this. Nothing that I'm saying to you is something that I haven't lived. It's something that I didn't have to go through. High investments is something I had to fight myself about. I had to fight through. $10,000. Are you serious? I can't do that. What? I can't do that. I can't do that. I had to fight to be able to invest in myself at those levels. And I guarantee you, baby, it's worth it. I'm living the worth. I'm living the value, and you can too. I'm telling you, discomfort. I want to talk there for a minute. Discomfort often comes when you are made to challenge your thinking. When you are made to challenge what you think you know, you start to feel discomfort. You start to feel discomfort. When you feel discomfort and you're in a place of growth, you're in a place of climbing, then discomfort is a sign that you are growing, that you are shifting, that you are changing, that things are moving in the direction that you want them to move in. Discomfort is an opportunity to push past your walls of resistance. This is where major transformations and major change will happen in your life. But not if you sit in your seat of comfort, if you sit in your place of indecisiveness, if you don't make decisions and then move on those decisions, then you will find yourself in a place where you will be for years. Years. That's all I can say. I am conversing in conversations with people that I did strategy sessions with years ago. Years. And they took baby steps and then stopped. And now years later, they are right where they were, some worse off than when we first met. See, I'm your guide, not your ride. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to train you, but I'm not going to make you do anything. That's your responsibility. I am going to help you. I'm going to push you, but I'm not going to run after you. I'm not going to chase you down to bless you. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm going to do. No matter how you work with me, I'm not running after you to get what you invest to get. It is up to you to get a return on your investments. Always. You are responsible for your goals. You are responsible for your life. You are responsible for your movement or your lack of movement. It's up to you. If you expect more, you get more. I'm going to tell you that's how this works. When you expect more, you get more. When you raise your expectation level, baby, there's no ceiling. The sky isn't even the limit. There's no ceiling. Okay? Be encouraged. Talk to you again next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Expect more.